What's up, guys? I hope you're having an awesome day today. So today I'm going to be going over all the new comic books this week for March 10th, 2021, but I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this week. As always, I'm going to be covering the variant covers, first appearances, arcs, and any sort of important info to help you guys decide which issues you're going to be picking up. But with this video, I'm also not only going to be doing the regular variants like the store ones, but I'm also going to be covering the exclusive variants and the retailer incentives. So be on the lookout for that because there's a lot of cool ones this week. So stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, AR Comics, and we are back again with another episode of new comics this week. I'm so happy to be able to make these for you guys. I love doing them and being able to keep you guys up to date with all of the new comics this week. But before I get started on all those new books, if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content that'll keep you up to date on all of the new info for new comic books. So if that sounds like something you do not want to miss out on, make sure you hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And now, without further ado, I've got a ton of covers and books to go over, so let's get started. So I hope you guys had a great new comic book day last week. I know I did. I finally was able to get the final weeks of February's new comic book day, and I got last week's as well, so I compiled a massive top 10 list together between both weeks. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it down low in the description for you. But as I was saying, I've got a ton of books to go over, so let's get started. I'm going to be going over some of the smaller publishers first. So first up today, we have AWA Upshot. They've got one issue coming out. It's Redemption #2, and this is cover A for it. I really liked the first issue of Redemption. It was kind of a Western, post-apocalyptic, future type series. It was really good, and I know this second issue is about to be very badass, so make sure you check that one out. That's the only issue they're coming out with. So moving on to Aftershock, they've got a few different issues. The first one is Maniac of New York #2, and this is cover A. I wasn't able to read the first issue. I couldn't get it in the store, but I've heard a lot of good things about that one. So if you can get the first one, try and get the second one too. But then after that, we have Scout's Honor #3. This is cover A for it, and I read the first two issues. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up this one because I had to specially order the second one, but I really like that series so far. Give that one a shot if you can. But then the final issue they're coming out with is Knock 'em Dead #4, and this is cover A for it. I gave up on the series after issue 2. I thought it was okay, but nothing really too special to keep me going on it. If you are still enjoying it, let me know down low what you think about it. But that's the only issues they're coming out with. So moving on to Albatross Funny Books, they've got one issue coming out, and it's The Goon issue 13. This is cover A for it, and this is cover B. This is the cardstock Bruno blueprint variant for it, but that's the only issue they're coming out with. So moving on to Action Lab Comics, we've got Zombie Tramp #78. This is cover A. Now they do have a cover B and a cover C with variants to those cover Bs and cover Cs, but they're mature covers, and I'm not going to put that on the screen right now because I do know that there are kids that do watch this show. So if you want to see what they are, just look them up online. But that's the only issue they're coming out with. So moving on to Anarch Press, we've got a few different issues. The first one is Horror Comics Black and White #2, and this is cover A for it. And then moving on, we've got Cororaptor #3, Kaiju of the Wind. This is cover A, and this one is the Bob Eggleton cover. And now moving on from there, we've got Death by Life. This is a brand new series, and this one only has a cover A. But those are the only 3 issues they're coming out with. So moving on to Mad Cave Studios, they've got a couple different issues coming out this week. The first one is Nottingham #1, so this is a brand new series from them. We've got a cover A, and then we also have a Matt Dalton variant. Now, moving on from there, we've got Stargazer. This is issue 6 of 6, so this is the final issue of the series. I've read the first one. That's the only one I was able to get a hold of, but I've heard so many good things about this series. This is cover A for it, so if you are reading this, let me know what you think about it down low, and if you do get it, and you really like it, without any sort of spoilers, just let me know if I should be picking this one up. But the final issue they're coming out with is Horror and Curse #9, and this is cover A for it. And that's the only 3 issues they're coming out with. So moving on to Scout Comics, we've got Children of the Grave #3. This is cover A. Moving on, we've got Shit Show #2, and this one only has a cover A. And the final issue they're coming out with is a brand new series. It's called Wild Bill and Chipper #1, and this is cover A for that one. But those are the only 3 issues they're coming out with. So moving on to Second Sight Publishing, they've got 3 brand new series coming out. The first one is Book of Lyaxia #1. This is cover A. And the cool thing about these is I guess they're trying to get their name out a little bit more. So all 3 of these books they're coming out with are also coming out with retailer incentive variants. So this is the 1 in 5 incentive variant for that one. And the next new series they're coming out with is Lady Freedom #1. This is cover A. And now this is the 1 in 5 incentive variant for that one. The final issue they're coming out with this week is the Edge #1. This is cover A for it. And this is their 1 in 5 retailer incentive variant. I've never heard of Second Sight Publishing. If you have and you've read some other good stuff from them, let me know what you think. So moving on now, we've got Vault Comics. They've got a couple different issues coming out. The first one is the Autumnal #5. This is cover A. And this is the Gooden cover B variant. And then moving on from there, the final issue they have is Vampire the Masquerade #6, and this one only has a cover A. And now we're going to be moving on to Archie Comic Publications. They've got a couple different issues coming out. The first one is Betty and Veronica Friends Forever, Spring Break #1. This is cover A for that. And now they also do have a Stadium Comics exclusive pop art variant that's limited to 250 copies. But not only do they have that one, but they've also got an X-Men 101 homage variant that's also limited to 250 copies. I think that one is very cool. And the final issue they're coming out with is World of Archie Jumbo Comics Digest 107, and this is cover A for it. And now we're going to be moving on to the publisher It's Alive. They've got a couple different issues. The first one is Breathers #5. This is cover A. Cover B, and the final one is the Indiegogo variant. And then after that, we're moving on to Dose #2. This is cover A for it. And the cover B is the Gebbia variant. So those are the only two issues they're coming out with. And now moving on to Titan Books, we've got Blade Runner Origins #1. This is cover A. There are a ton of different covers for this one. So this is cover B. This is a Peach Momoko cover. Cover C, this is a Dagnino variant. Cover D, the Hack variant. Cover E, the Kowalski variant. Cover F is just a blank sketch variant. And now we have an Alan Qua variant, and they also have a 1 in 15 Art Germ variant. The final issue they're going to be coming out with this week is Cutting Edge, the Devil's Mirror #2. This is cover A, and this is cover B, the Alberti variant. And now we're going to be moving on to Ahoy Comics. They only have one issue coming out, and it is The Wrong Earth Night and Day #3, and this is cover A for it. Now moving on to Humanoids, they've got one issue coming out. It's Space Bastards #3, and this is cover A for it. And next up on the list, we have Xenoscope. They also only have one issue coming out. It's Grim Fairy Tales #46, and they have a few different covers. The first one is cover A. This is the main cover. Cover B, the Vitorino variant. Cover C, the Ortiz variant, and now we have cover D, the Cocolo variant. And then moving on from there, we've got Valiant. They have Bloodshot #12 coming out this week, and this has cover A. And this is cover B, the Salgado variant. And then finally, we have Behemoth Comics. They only have one issue coming out. It's Paranormal Hitmen #2, and this one only has a cover A. And out of all those books I just talked about, the only one that I really do plan on getting is going to be Redemption #2 from AWA Upshot. So now let's move on to Image Comics and Boom Studios. Alright, so with Image today, they've got a few different issues coming out. The first one is Rat Queens #25. This is cover A. And now this is cover B, the Collage variant. This is a series to me that never really interested me, so I never picked it up. It could be good though. If you are reading it, let me know what you think about it down low. And now moving on from there, we've got Sea of Stars #9. This is cover A for it. Now this is a series that I've always wanted to read. I really like Jason Aaron as a writer. I was just never able to find the earlier issues, so I might pick up the trade paperback for it, or I'll just wait till it ends. This is a series to me that I feel like isn't going to be a massively ongoing one, so I might just wait it out. And then moving on, we've got Homesick Pilots #4. This is cover A. And now this is cover B, the McKelvey variant. This is a series I'm definitely picking up. I really like the first issue. The second one just got better to me. And then the third one, I really like the perspective they took on it where they kind of swapped some things up. So I'm definitely looking forward to issue #4. Next up, we've got Deep Beyond #2. This one has a few different covers. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be picking this one up yet. It's going to depend on what the rest of my week looks like. I wasn't 100% sold on that first issue. So this is cover A, the main cover. Now we have cover B, the Andolfo variant. Cover C, the Panassian variant. Now finally, we have cover D, the Chichetto variant. And then next up from Image, we've got a brand new series coming out. It's Carmen #1. This is cover A, the main. Cover B, the Minar variant. Cover C, the Blank Sketch variant. And now we have a variant A from Nakayama. And now from Nakayama, we also have a variant B. I'm not sure if I'm going to be picking this one up yet. It's going to depend on what the rest of my week looks like, but it did sound pretty interesting to me. And then next up, we have Commanders in Crisis #6. This is cover A, the main cover. And then we have cover B, the Hetrick variant. Cover C, the Cosplay variant. And then finally, we have cover D, the Staten variant. I did not like Commanders in Crisis, the first issue. I didn't read past the first issue, though. It may have gotten a little bit better. It is only a 12-issue mini run. I did like the artwork, though. It just wasn't for me as a story. But those are all the issues coming out from Image this week. I'm definitely getting Homesick Pilots number 4, maybe Deep Beyond number 2, and I might be getting Carmen number 1 depending on what the rest of my week looks like. So moving on to Boom Studios, they have a couple different issues coming out. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be anything I'm going to be getting. But first up, we have Mighty Morphin number 5. This is cover A, the main cover. Cover B, the Carlini Legacy variant. Cover C, the Blank Sketch variant. And then we also have the Bond Bernardo variant, a 1 in 10 Lee variant, 1 in 15 Carlini Virgin variant, 1 in 25 Montez variant, and then finally we have a 1 in 50 Montez Virgin variant. The only reason I'm not picking up any Power Rangers right now, whether it's the Mighty Morphin or the actual Power Ranger series, is because I still have all these hardcovers sitting off the side here that I haven't read yet. I need to get on it. I've got so much stuff in my backlog as far as hardcovers go. So at some point I'll get to it, and honestly by the time I get to these issues, it'll probably be in a hardcover form. But then next up we have a brand new series coming out from Boom Studios. It's called Proctor Valley Road number 1. It's got a cover A. This is cover B for it. And now we have a TFAW exclusive Eric Donovan variant. Next up, we have a Stan Yak variant, and this one also has some incentives as well. This is the 1 in 10 Ward incentive, the 1 in 25 Momoko incentive variant, the 1 in 50 Momoko incentive variant, and now we also have a cover F unlockable variant. I'm probably going to be picking this one up. It sounded pretty good to me, so I'm looking forward to giving it a shot. Next up, we have Luna number 2. This is cover A. This is cover B, the Andolfo variant. And then finally, we have cover C, a 1 in 10 Andolfo incentive variant. I didn't read the first one. I heard it was pretty cool. It looked really weird to me, and I really wasn't too interested in the artwork, so I skipped over it. And then after that, we have the Last Witch number 3. This is cover A. This is cover B, the Corona variant. And then finally, we have a cover C, 1 in 25 Corona variant. This one I did want to read. I heard really good things about The Last Witch, but I wasn't able to find the first issue. And the next thing I knew, it was on issue 2. And I could get that one, of course, but I couldn't find issue 1. And now here we are in issue 3. Still can't find issue 1. I know I can get it online. That's what a lot of people tell me too. And like everyone that comments, they say, why don't you just order it online or order it on eBay? That's not fun to me. I like finding it in a comic shop and going from there. I know obviously I'm missing out on stories then, but comics are all part of the hunt too. If that was the case, everyone could just order every single thing online and there'd be no need for comic shops. But then the final issue that Boom Studios is coming out with this week is Spectre Inspectors number 2. This is cover A for it. This is cover B, the Henderson variant, and now we have cover C, a 1 in 10 McCurdy variant. So those are the only issues coming out from Boom Studios this week. I do plan on getting Proctor Valley Road number 1. I don't have it pre-ordered though, so it could be one of those things when I get there they don't have any, but we'll see. As of now, I do plan on getting it. So now we're going to be moving on to Dark Horse, IDW, and Dynamite. Alright, so first up today from Dark Horse, we've got North Mythology number 6. This is cover A. And now this is cover B, the Mac variant. Now moving on from there, we've got Black Hammer Visions number 2. This is cover A. This is cover B, the Jones and Crabtree variant. And now finally, this is cover C, the Mandrake variant. Now moving on from there, we've got a brand new series coming out from them. We have God of War, Fallen God number 1, and this one only has a cover A. I won't be picking that one up. It does sound pretty cool though, but I didn't pre-order it, and you guys already know, a lot of the comic shops near me, they don't really get books like this or extra books like that if you haven't pre-ordered it. So my mistake on that one again. Moving on from there, we've got True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, National Anthem number 6 of 6. So this is the end of the series. This is cover A for it. This is cover B, the Clunan variant. And now this is cover C, the Chippendale variant. I really wanted to read this series, but I have all the hard covers for Umbrella Academy. I don't have the National Killjoys one yet, but I will be picking that one up, and I'll probably get this one when they make one too. And then finally, coming out from Dark Horse this week is Resident Alien, Your Ride's Here, number 4, and this one only has a cover A. Now, out of all those books coming out from Dark Horse this week, I don't plan on picking any of them up. Now, moving on to IDW, they've got a couple different issues coming out. The first one is Transformers, number 28. This is cover A. This is cover B, the Thomas variant. And now we have a 1 in 10 incentive variant coming out from them too. And then moving on, we have Transformers Back to the Future, number 3. This is cover A. This is cover B, the Phil Murph variant. And now we have a 1 in 10 incentive variant as well for this one. And the final issue coming out from IDW this week is TMNT's Jenica 2, issue number 5. This is cover A for it. And this is the 1 in 10 incentive variant for this one too. Those are the only 3 issues coming out from IDW this week. So moving on to Dynamite, they've got 2 different issues. The first one is Red Sonja, the Superpowers. Same thing as always that I talk about with Dynamite. Make sure you check with your LCS to see which covers they're going to be getting, because these two issues have a ton of different covers coming out, so I'm only going to be showing off cover A and cover B. So from Red Sonja, the Superpowers, this is cover A. This is a Perillo cover. And then cover B, the Lisner variant. And now we have Vampirella number 18. This is cover A. This is also a Perillo cover. And now this is cover B, the Rue cover. I won't be picking up any of those, so now let's talk about DC next. So before I get started on DC, let me just ask the question, what do you guys think about that Infinite Frontier series that they came out with last week? I didn't pick it up. I plan on getting it this week so I can get caught up in some of this other DC books. But let me know what you think about it down low. What were the good issues? What didn't you like about it? And what did you like about it? So let's get started on DC. The first one we have is Wonder Woman 770. This is a brand new arc. This is cover A for it. And this is cover B, the wraparound variant. Moving on from there, we've got Superman 29. This is also a brand new arc. This is cover A. And this one also has a cover B wraparound variant. Next up, after that, we've got Rorschach number 6. This one only has a cover A. And then moving on, we've got a brand new series that I'm really looking forward to. It's the Joker number 1, but this also features a punchline storyline in there. I don't really know how I feel about these little extra stories that are still being included in DC, but I do like the Joker, and I really like that last punchline story that they came out with, so I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. This one also has a ton of different covers, so I'm going to be showing off cover A, cover B, and then some of the other covers that I like, but make sure you check with your LCS because they have 24 different covers, and that includes the main cover A and cover B. So to get started, this is cover A, the main cover for it. This is cover B, the Delato variant. And now some of the covers that I do like, this is the variant B, this is the John Boy variant. And then we also have the Quietly variant. And then the final one that I'm going to be showing off is the Zhang variant. I think all of those are super incredible. I probably won't be picking up any of them, so I'm just going to end up going with cover A. But let me know which one your favorite is. But moving on after that, we've got Green Lantern Season 2, issue number 12. This is cover A for it. And now this is cover B. And then moving on, we've got another brand new series coming out from DC. We've got Batman Urban Legends number 1. This is cover A. This is the Cal New variant. Next up, we have a David Finch variant. And the final one they have is a Blank Sketch variant. I'm not sure if I'm going to be picking this one up just yet. Like I said with a lot of these other books, it's going to depend on what the rest of my week looks like. I'm still not sure how I feel about DC. Even Marvel, for that matter. I'm going to be putting a lot more of my money into Image and Boom and some of these smaller publishers because they deserve my money. They're putting out good stories. The artwork is incredible. Not saying this artwork isn't good because that's pretty much what's keeping me in Marvel and DC as is just good artwork. But man, some of these stories are just lacking. Not good in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes for Batman. But next up, we've got American Vampire 1976. This is issue 6 and this is cover A for it. And this is cover B. And the final issue I'm going to be going over from DC this week is Sweet Tooth, The Return, number 5. And this one only has a cover A. And as I was saying before, the only issue I plan on getting this week is the Joker number 1. And that's mainly because it's also a punchline story. I think if it was the Joker comboed with, I don't know, literally any other character, I probably wouldn't get it. But I'm interested to see what they do with both of those characters. So now let's finish up with Marvel Comics. So I know I just asked you guys the question, what do you think about Infinite Frontier from DC? But here's the real question I have for you. What are your thoughts on Marvel right now? To me personally, I've cut down my pull list to just a few books from Marvel, and if I pick something up, it's kind of a spur-of-the-moment type thing. I feel like they're pumping out variants, these 5-6 issue mini runs, and they're just here for money. Me, I'm putting all of my money basically into Image, Boom, especially AWA right now. They're killing it on all of their series. So let me know what you think about it down low. What am I missing from Marvel, or are you thinking the same thing at this point? Is Marvel just here for money? But first up today we have from them is ASM number 61. And the cool thing about this one is I know I said a cool thing about ASM. It says Peter Parker gets a brand new job. Spider-Man gets a brand new suit. Spider-Man gets a brand new writer. Wait. No, I read that wrong. Nick Spencer is still here. How is that possible? 61 issues deep. Come on with this. I'm still giving it a shot, though. You know what it's like. Spider-Man's like a drug to all of us. But this is cover A, the main cover for it. But then we also have a Cho two-tone variant. We have a Kirkham variant A and a B. And then this one also has a Mike Mayhew variant. This is a number 238 from ASM homage cover. I love this cover. If I can get this one, I'm definitely grabbing it. But the final cover they have is a 1 in 25 Tedesco incentive variant. I know, I talk about ASM all the time. I'm still picking it up. I'm looking forward to it. I just love Spider-Man. He's my favorite character. I can't give up on that series, just yet at least. 61 issues deep, you know. Moving on, though, we have Immortal Hulk number 44. This is cover A for it. And this is the Bennett homage variant. And then the final one that they have is the Cho two-tone variant. And I know I didn't talk about it with Spider-Man, but I am loving these Cho two-tone variants. I think they are so cool. Me, though, I usually go for cover A's, especially on Immortal Hulk. I've got all those Alex Ross covers. But if I was interested in any other covers, I'd probably get the Cho one. And then next up, we have Daredevil number 28. This is cover A. And this is the Height Daredevil Thing variant. And now the cool thing with this issue is this is the issue where I'm pretty sure Elektra is basically being introduced as the new Daredevil. So don't miss out on this issue. I'm personally not reading the series right now. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but it is what it is. And then next up, we have Star Wars number 12. This is cover A, the main cover. And then Sprouse Empire Strikes Back variant. And then we have an action figure variant, but then it also has a store exclusive action figure variant. And then this issue also has a 1 in 25 U incentive variant. I'm not going to be picking up Star Wars this week, so moving on, we have X Factor number 8. This one only has a cover A. And then after that, we have Eternals number 3. This is cover A for it. This is the Headshot variant. We also have a Ribic design variant. And to finish it off, we have a 1 in 25 Lupacino variant. And then moving on after that, this is probably one of my big issues of the week. We've got Strange Academy number 9. This is cover A. This is the Cho two-tone variant. This is the Art Adams character spotlight variant. And now we have the Clark variant A and B. And then moving on after Strange Academy, we've got a brand new series, Children of Adam number 1. This is cover A. This is the new variant A. Also has a variant B for it. This is the Todd Knock variant. This is the Momoko variant. And then we also have a Nakayama variant A and a Nakayama variant B. And then it also has a 1 in 10 Molar Design incentive variant, a 1 in 25 Chang incentive variant, and also a 1 in 100 Jim Lee Hin Gem incentive variant. That one's a pretty sweet cover. I'm not going to be picking up Children of Adam, though. I'm just not a big fan of X-Men. And then moving on, we've got Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, number 4. This is cover A. And now this is the Azarar variant. Then after that, we have Conan the Barbarian, number 19. This is cover A. And this one also has a 1 in 50 Gist variant. And then moving on, we've got a brand new series coming out. And this is a Spider-Man one. This is one we've been waiting for a while now. It's Nonstop Spider-Man. This says it has new and old villains in it, though. So we might have some first appearances in there. Do not miss out on this issue, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. This one has 22 different covers, including the main. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the main covers and just some of the other ones that I really like. So this is the main cover. And then we have a Del Auto variant A and B. I love both of those so much. We have an Alex Ross variant. Also, Alex Ross, big fan. We also have a Finch 2 per store variant. And then moving on, we have some incentive variants. This is the 1 in 50 Kubert incentive variant, a 1 in 100 Libier variant, and to finish it off, we have a 1 in 200 Alex Ross variant. Good luck getting one of those. And the next issue I'm going to be talking about is Taskmaster number 4. This is cover A for it, and this is the Smith variant. And then moving on, we've got Deadpool Nerdy 30. This is number 1. This is cover A. And then we also have a Liefeld variant A and a B. We also have a Crane variant A, B, and C. And the final one I'm going to be talking about is the Liefeld exclusive variant A. I'm not going to be picking up that. Honestly, I might be in the minority here on this one, but I'm not a big Deadpool fan. I don't know if that's just me. Moving on, we've got Thor and Loki, Double Trouble. This is a brand new series. This is cover A for it. This is the Headshot variant, Henderson variant, the Canero Stormbreakers variant, and now we also have a 1 in 25 Bustos variant. And now of all those issues I just talked about, I'm definitely going to be getting ASM number 61, the Immortal Hulk number 44, and finally the Nonstop Spider-Man number 1. So now let's do a recap. So what do you guys think of this new comic book day coming up? I think we're going to have a pretty solid week. I'm really looking forward to the new Spider-Man series coming out. We've been waiting for that for a while now. Image and Boom both have a new series on the way, so I think we're going to be in for a nice little treat. Let me know down below which ones you're looking forward to most. But thank you for watching my video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified every time I drop new content. You won't regret it. And I've got 2 more videos sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.